This video contains spoilers for Star vs. the Forces of Evil, episode Just Friends. While the romance plot in this show it's been picking up ever since about, I must say, Blood Moon Ball. And here it's just another episode detailing that romance aspect of the show, that loving episode, just the way you expand on Marco and Jackie's relationship, you expand on Star and Marco's relationship, and it's a love triangle done properly. One of my least favorite tropes in all of fiction is love triangles. I hate them. I hate them so much. They are pointless 90% of the time, do nothing at all, and it's just over, oh, what boy will she choose, or what girl will he choose, and people just eat it up, and it's ridiculous. It doesn't do anything. You know what makes this one worth sitting through and actually watching? The fact that you get character development with it. Yeah, Star is growing as a character. Everyone's gonna grow as a character at the end of this. We learn things about them through this. It's not like it's just there to make teenage girls think that put themselves in there. Go all Twilight on this, where it's just you insert yourself on this fantasy of having all these boys swoon over you, or all these girls swoon over you, these unrealistic, stupid fantasies. No, here it's natural, it's done properly, and you know what? If more things did it this way, I would be perfectly fine with that. It's just, man, love triangles get such a negative press because of how they're handled, because of what's done with them, and it's so nice to see them done properly like here. I'm not a big fan of romance in general. I don't know why. I've never really gravitated towards it. Even when I write, I tend to write characters when they're already in a relationship. Then you don't really have to worry about it as much. Building relationships I always found awkward. It's kind of stupid. You don't relate to it. But, this just came so naturally, what they do in this episode. And, yeah, they just develop, it's kind of like just pushing forward just how close Marco and Star are. You know they're close. You know they're best friends on Earth. But suddenly, it takes it to a whole new level with the way they're, synchronized with their toothbrushing and the way they know each other. Star is, she's already invited Jackie along, but then you get this amazing way they keep moving it around between third wheels. At first you're like, oh no, is Jackie going to be the third wheel here? And then you think, oh no, is Star going to be the third wheel here? And then it turns out Marco is the third wheel. All three characters are equal in this situation, and it keeps jumping back and forth about who's the odd one out, and it's done so well. I don't like romance, and I'm actually I'm not looking into the moments or shipping anyone. I'm just I'm interested to see where this goes, and I know there's over the top zealous shippers out there that are just nuts, and they're gonna be like, oh, this character should die, this character should do this character, I'm going to expand on their flaws and make my ship completely flawless. Shipping, in my opinion, can get out of hand and pretty dumb pretty quickly, because the people that tend to be very vocal in it are nuts. The people who are vocal in shipping are absolutely nuts. You get your quiet people that are like, oh, I like these two, I think it would be cute if they got together, or I think they'd make a good couple, or this or that or this or that. You get that all over the place, but for some reason those people tend to be very quiet. They're not gonna freak out if they don't get their way. And then you get those people that just go nuts over this sort of stuff. And I'm not sure how people would react to that. I don't really follow many people who are really into Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I used to follow a lot of people who are really into Gravity Falls. Right now, most of the people I follow on YouTube and other places, I'm more concerned with Steven Universe. I like Steven Universe theories a lot more. Star isn't one that I really got into the theory side of things, but hey, it's been picking up recently, I hear, so who knows, by season 3 I might be heavily involved in this. Yeah, I don't ship very often. I usually just follow the canon, and the canon here actually has me interested where this is going to go. It's not very obvious, like Aang and Katara in Avatar: The Last Airbender. yeah, you kind of pick that up from episode 1 that they're gonna end up together, and then like you don't really question it. I know a lot of people did. Those shipping wars were infamous for just how brutal they got. Heck, even the creators just trolled people with their fake book 4 air in at a Comic-Con. But yeah, like this episode has me excited to see where this plot goes, and I'm very happy about that. I like learning little things about these characters, like Jackie's uncle works with the skateboard shop that makes these. I like the gag with Marco having the tiny shirt while the other two had the bigger shirts. Like Star's was way too big for her, and the one Marco had was literally choking him. I liked seeing Jackie's ear, how she has like paper clips and stuff stuck into it, like all these like they look like self-made piercings, and it's pretty cool to see that. It's pretty funny. Jackie Lynn Thomas, by the way, is one of the cooler characters in this show. So, what can you say about that? Like, that's just 100% Jackie. You don't look at that and say, "Oh, I don't like that." Like, I'm not a big fan of piercings, but that's Jackie. It's the character. I don't care. And yeah, I liked how the song, when Marco and Star were singing, and if you pay attention to the lyrics in the song, it represents their relationship, how it's like too late, how the Star kind of lost her chance to be with Marco in a way. And just stuff like that's littered all over this episode. And the end is probably one of my favorite moments when Star she's acting perfectly fine, she's acting cool, and you're like, oh, that's cool, she's cool, and then she walks away and she holds up her wand, and while smiling, her face doesn't change at all. She shoots this green energy, and you just get it. She is having an internal conflict. This romance plot has me interested, like I said, and with animation, like, just having her straight face and looking happy, and then just internally she's in a completely different mindset. That's so telling of like how people really act. The characters in this show are almost real. That's how well written the show is. You know, I liked Star. Originally my thought with Star, the thing I got into Star with was the animation. That's what really attracted me to the show in the first place. I thought it looked really unique. I thought it looked really nice. It put a nice twist on what I like in animation. And I also like the way it was taking things that are like girly and making them awesome and badass. But you know what? As time went on, you get sucked in by one element, and then it starts to build on that one element. Like I said in the last review, building blocks. We're building up from this comedy-based show, and we kind of got like this story, and then we got romance, then we get all these things, and you don't complain when a comedy episode comes along or a romance episode comes along, because they flow so naturally. And yeah, I'm excited for the finale. I'm so far behind, and it's starting to come at weird days. Like, I got this on a Wednesday now. For the last few weeks I got them on Mondays, so I'm not sure when I'll be able to put up new reviews, but well, I don't know, I'm in Canada, and I'm kind of reliant on weird airing schedules. Like, I got Samurai Jack Season 5 on Monday last week, but I still haven't gotten it, which is really weird and bugging me, because I know the longer it takes, the more spoilers there are, although it's starting to disappear from my homepage. Like, I watched a few reviews for the first episode, to see what other people thought after I put up my review. Now I'm just like, it's starting to disappear, so I got spoiled a bit by that. I think I'm going to be a bit more careful now about what I watch, because I hated that. Oh, I got spoiled for something, I hate it. But yeah, let me know what you thought about Just Friends in the comments down below, and tell me what your thoughts are on shipping. Like, how do you think about that? Like, are you just like, oh, I support something and I'm perfectly okay with it? Or are you like, die character? Or do you just not care? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.